Okay, dear students, Assalamu alaikum. You have done question number 1 and question number 3. Two questions are left. One is question number 2, and in this question they have given three solutions. One is liquid X, in which these two tubings are given. One is Z and one is having liquid Z and one is having liquid Y, and they are asking in this MCQ which one is the correct option, and they are telling you that after some time what happens, that this become this side of the whisking tubing become loose and this will become firm. So the reason is that from this tubing some water will come out, due to which it will become loose, and in this some liquid will go, so it's mean then it will become tight and firm. So which will be the most appropriate answer? The most appropriate answer is option A. Option A mean liquid Z is having 25% sucrose solution. Liquid Y is having water. Water mean the highest water potential, and liquid X is having 10% sucrose solution. So here the concentration of water is the maximum, so water will move out, due to which it will become shrinked in the end. And here as 10% sucrose solution and here 25% sucrose solution, so water will move in. As water will move in, so it will become tight and firm. So the correct option is option A. Okay, now the question number 4 is given here. So here they have shown you a stem and they are telling us that they have cut this stem into 4 pieces. Okay, so this one is dandelion stem. So they have cut it into 4 equal parts, and after cutting, the first question is that every part of the stem or every segment or piece of the stem is curved. So the question number 1 is, explain why the pieces of stem all curved immediately after cutting. So its reason is that if we'll do observe the internal structure of stem, the outermost layer is called epidermis. The cells of epidermis are normally tightly packed and they are holding the inner cells. These internal cells, they are called cortex cells. So they are preventing it from overextension. So they are holding these internal cells. Its outer side cuticle is also present, so it is also preventing water loss. So it is preventing internal cells to overextend or overextending. Okay, now what will happen when we'll cut this stem into 4 pieces? So what happen, the turgor pressure of these internal cells which is more than these epidermal cells, so due to that pressure and these epidermal cell will lose their pressure which was exerted on internal cells, so due to which these stems they get curved after cutting due to this turgor pressure which is present on the epidermal cells. So due to this turgor pressure of the cortex cells, these stems will curve. Okay, next question or the part of the question is, now they are saying these 4 segments or these 4 pieces, they are placing 2 of these pieces in water and 2 of these pieces in concentrated glucose solution. But they are telling one thing, that piece A or the segment A is first, it is covered with petroleum jelly, then placed in water, and piece 2 is directly placed in water. In the same way, C is again covered with petroleum jelly and D is directly placed in glucose, concentrated glucose solution. Okay, now the B part of the question is that you have to give an account for the appearance of these stems after 15 minutes. So what is going to happen after 15 minutes? So remember one thing, petroleum jelly is impermeable. Impermeable mean such material through which nothing can pass. So when we cover the stem with petroleum jelly and after that we are placing it in water, so water cannot reach to that stem. So for that reason, when segment 1 or A is placed in water, it hasn't changed its shape. The reason is that due to this petroleum jelly, which is impermeable, water is not reaching, so this stem has not changed its shape. Okay, now what happened with the second segment, which is B? Okay, what happened to it? As it is placed in water and water potential of the water is here 100%, and that water has entered in these cells. Okay, now same thing which I told you before. What happened? As these cortex cells, after absorbing water, they become more turgid and they exerted more pressure on these dark green epidermal cells, so it is more curved in shape. Okay, now what happened with the segment C? Again it is covered with petroleum jelly, so for that reason glucose solution is not going to have any effect on this stem. Okay, now in the fourth, what happened? As it is present in the concentrated glucose solution, so water will move out from higher water potential to lower water potential, due to which these cortex cells, they are shrinked, and due to their shrinkage, this darker epidermal portion is curved on the opposite direction. So for that reason its shape is changed. Clear? So this is the answer of question number 4, B part. Okay, now in the C part they are asking about the concentration of Dandelon cell sap. Cell sap mean Dandelon cell sap mean we have to tell what's about the concentration of cells of this Dandelon and what is its comparison with the water and concentrated glucose solution. Okay, here you can see that when we have placed it in the water, so it's mean water moved in. It's mean the water potential of water is higher than the Dandelon stem. So in this answer we can say the Dandelon stem cell sap has less water potential than the water. Okay, and here you can see the glucose solution is more concentrated and water is coming out from the Dandelon cell sap. It's mean its cell sap concentration, water potential is more. So you can give the answer that the cell sap concentration of Dandelon stem is higher than the concentration of the glucose solution and lesser than the pure water potential. Clear this thing? Okay, now the fourth question part of this question, or you can say the B part of question C, is they are asking in it that how would you extend the experiment to get more accurate estimate of the cell sap concentration. Okay, how can we find the exact cell sap concentration of this Dandelon stem? So for that reason we can make different solutions of glucose concentration. For example, here we don't know about concentration, so we can make different solution: 5% glucose solution, 10% glucose solution, 15% glucose solution, 20%. So in this way we can make many sample, and we will cut the pieces and we will place these pieces in different concentrations, and the solution in which this Dandelon stem will not change its position, that will be the same concentration, in which water is not even going out or not moving in. So it's mean that concentration will be the most appropriate. So in this way, from that 5%, 10%, 15, 20, 25, 30, so from all these concentration we can find the exact concentration of Dandelon stem cell sap. Okay, so now this exercise and its questions are finished, and now these two questions you have to do in your notebooks, and if there is any problem you can ask. Thank you.